Joining me here this morning. The time is now 10:24 a.m. Central, 11:24 a.m. Eastern, and we are live with some breaking news. I know the Storm Prediction Center outlook is not updated yet on Radar Omega, but they have issued a 10% hatch tornado risk for parts of southeast Texas. Now, if you're not aware of what that means, this is a pretty big deal. That means that there is a 10% chance of a strong tornado of EF2 to EF5 intensity within 25 miles of any given point. Again, that is going out for parts of southeast Texas here. That includes Houston, Pasadena, the Woodlands, Baytown, and Conroe. It's a very small area included in that, but we could definitely see a couple of tornadoes outside of that region as well, in the brown region and even in the green shaded region there, alright? We are definitely going to see several tornadoes today. Again, a couple likely are going to be on the stronger side there, especially in our 10% hatch tornado risk zone. Along with that, we've also got ourselves a damaging wind risk, up to 15% chance of damaging winds within 25 miles of any given point. Same thing with the hail threat there. So we've got ourselves I don't want to get too crazy here, but a potential tornado outbreak underway. Right now, we've already got ourselves some strong storms causing significant flash flooding towards the Dallas-Fort Worth metro. We've already got ourselves 4th flash flood warnings in effect, one of them for downtown Dallas here, and we've got more storms hovering over that area, so that will continue to rack up the rain totals. If we take a look at the storm total precipitation, we can see this morning many areas have already seen over 3 inches of rain, and we've got more storms flowing in, which is going to worsen the problem. So we've got ourselves a big day ahead of us. There's the Radar Omega update. Again, this enhanced risk of severe weather for the 10% hatch risk of tornadoes goes all the way from San Augustine, Texas, back down towards Houston. This does include everywhere in between. Again, this includes millions of people today. We've got ourselves this risk that includes over 4 million folks that have the chance for a strong tornado or two. If we actually take a look at the future track models here, we'll take a look at the HRRR model. We can see that as we play this out, whenever these storms do sweep on shore and become more discrete, even just as early as noon, we could be talking about the threat for an isolated strong tornado. And there we go. We'll get back to this in a second, but we just got our first severe thunderstorm warning of the day for Corsicana and Enos, Texas. If you're in this area, you need to be moving indoors immediately. This is for the threat of quarter-sized hail and wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour. Again, if you're in this area, make sure that you are moving indoors. This includes Blooming Grove, Corsicana, Dawson, Hubbard, Enos, and Rice. This is the first severe thunderstorm warning of the event, and certainly will not be the last, alright? We do have ourselves a 20% chance of a severe thunderstorm watch getting issued for this area over the next several minutes, but actually this has just been issued. There is now a tornado watch likely for southeast Texas. We have an 80% chance of seeing a tornado watch for this region over the next couple of hours, specifically between now and it looks like about 1 p.m. that should get issued. If we go ahead and bring this up on your screen here, we can see the severe threat will steadily increase through late morning and early afternoon. Watch issuance is expected in the coming hours. Again, that tornado watch will likely include Houston, Beaumont, Livingston, Lufkin, College Station, and LaGrange, Texas. So again, if you are in this area, this is the region that we are watching for a couple of strong tornadoes potentially today. So let me go ahead and pull up Stream Chat. If anybody has any questions about the location, feel free to please leave them down below, because we've got ourselves a big day of severe weather expected today, everywhere from parts of Arkansas back down into Texas, through Oklahoma, Louisiana, Mississippi, and eventually overnight into parts of Tennessee, Alabama, Kentucky, and far southern Illinois. So let me go ahead and get Stream Chat up here. Again, this is going to be a big day of severe weather coverage. We've already got ourselves severe storms firing across parts of northeastern Texas. Again, this is a big deal, guys. So if you're in this area, make sure that you are moving indoors. How's it going, everybody? Blake, Mr. Twister, Weston, Weather Tracker, Nance, Gooseman, Kevin, Sai. Wow, we've got everybody in here. Peachy, Arcs Asylum. How's it going, everybody? So again, the greatest threat will be over the next couple of hours. Aubrey, Texas. Let's check it out. So Aubrey, Texas, you are included in that marginal risk of severe weather. The greatest threat for the Aubrey region will definitely be flash flooding. As you know, you've been seeing storms all morning, and you're going to continue to see more storms over the next couple of hours, so those rain totals will rack up and potentially cause some flash flooding. However, severe weather is not super likely, so you don't have a huge threat there. Your temperatures are in the mid-50s right now. And again, overall, the greatest threat there would be flooding, not really anything else, and the flooding will not be anything significant by any means. What's up, Alyssa? Patty? So again, severe thunderstorm warning for Corsicana and the surrounding areas here for the threat of quarter-sized hail and wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour. Give me just a sec. Let's get this stream pushed out here to as many people as possible. Again, make sure to like the stream, share it with a friend if you can. Again, we've got ourselves a big day of severe weather coverage ahead. The Storm Prediction Center has issued a 10% hatched risk for tornadoes, which means we do have the chance to see a couple of strong tornadoes today across southeast Texas. Again, we are expecting a tornado watch to be issued here shortly for parts of southeast Texas. So, we'll see what happens. So let me push this out to as many people as possible. Alright. Again, we've got ourselves a very long day of coverage ahead of us, I think. We may have multiple streams out. It may just be one big stream, but we'll see what happens. No problem, Jacob. Again, make sure to subscribe if you're just now tuning in. Yeah, Saturday seems pretty crazy. Tomorrow seems like a bit of a break. If we actually pull up the Storm Prediction Center outlook for tomorrow, we can see it is only a marginal risk right now for portions of Mississippi, Louisiana, and Alabama here, mainly driven by a damaging wind risk. The tornado threat is not going to be that high, but they have highlighted a 2% chance of a tornado within 25 miles of any given point. We could see that get upgraded to a slight risk depending on how today performs, but I will say Saturday will be a big day, no matter what. Again, Saturday is looking like it could be just as significant as today's threat. So we will likely see an enhanced risk get put in place for Saturday. Peak will be around noon, Levi. This is kind of an earlier event today. Usually we're talking about these events peaking in, the early afternoon time hours. Today, the peak is going to be around noon, where we've got ourselves discrete supercells in highly caped and sheared environments across the Houston suburbs. No, peak is not going to be at night. The peak for the wind threat will be later. By, say, 5 p.m., the tornado threat starts to decline. Mostly just becomes a wind threat and a big-time flooding threat across parts of Arkansas. And then that'll continue to push eastward there. And, again, by 3 a.m., we start to see some re-sparking of the intensity of the storms there in northern Mississippi. So that'll lead to the beginning of tomorrow's threat. So again, this is a big, big day for severe weather, and again, we're getting started here with our first severe thunderstorm warning of the day. Again, we could be definitely talking about a tornado outbreak today. It's not out of the question. Again, I don't want to go too wild here. Do I think the enhanced risk could get extended more into Louisiana? Probably not, due to the fact that by that point, things will be more of a wind threat because of the linear mode of the storms. So see, look at this. By 8 p.m., they start to enter Louisiana, but it's a line of storms at this point. You can see there's individual supercells, but they're all clustered up together. Going live at 10:30 Mountain, 11:30 Central. All right. To do the noise for the warnings, you have to go into where it says under Outlooks and Monitoring. I don't know if that pops up on your screen or not, but Outlooks and Monitoring, the little triangle with the exclamation mark, and then click the little gears next to the warnings, and then there's a sound option. So, again, in my opinion, the tornado threat kind of peaks between noon and, say, 6 p.m. Central, that is. What's up, Dahani? Again, if you're just now tuning in, we have officially a 10% hatched risk for tornadoes today across portions of southeast Texas and far southwestern Louisiana here. This includes the Houston suburbs, excuse me, pushing northeastward towards the San Augustine region. Again, over 4 million people included in this risk today. We are expecting a tornado watch to be issued shortly here. Oh, yeah, it would definitely be worth going live at 2. Again, that's still definitely going to be it. That might actually be the peak timing in general, like the peak of the peak. So, I don't know. I don't really see a way that this could be like a big-time bust. I think that it definitely could overperform. But what I'm worried about is this is one of those events where the ceiling, we really don't know how high that could be. Now, granted, that will be for a short period of time, but the ceiling for this event could be very high to the point where we could be seeing multiple strong tornadoes, and that would be devastating. And unfortunately, the floor for this event is not super low. There's a certain amount of things that almost certainly will happen. Like, we will have discrete supercells fire in southeast Texas with high cape and high shear. So, unfortunately, this is not necessarily a loaded gun setup, but it is a significant enough setup to issue a 10% hatch risk there. I was actually talking about this yesterday. I was saying that it's funny because I literally said if this enhanced risk does get issued, it'll be probably for tornadoes and not wind, and that's exactly what happened. So, not to toot my own horn there, but we had that call out in the bag. Again, Houston, Beaumont, Texas is split down the middle of it, but you might as well be included in it. Jasper, Texas, Lufkin, Texas, the Woodlands, Texas, all the way through San Augustine is where we're thinking we could see a strong tornado or two today. Yeah, we will have to watch for a damaging wind threat later tonight, but overall the damaging wind threat's not going to be anything incredible. The problem with it is it will be widespread. Like, it'll go all the way from, say, southern Arkansas back through the Gulf Coast. Again, by 1 a.m., these are crossing the Mississippi River, kind of losing some steam, but some resparking may occur in the morning time hours of tomorrow. Max will be live today? Yeah. I think Ryan Hall should be live today as well. It is kind of a last-minute issuance of the enhanced risk, and we weren't sure if they were going to do it or not, so he may not be live, but he always does go live for 10% hatched, and even just 10% in general now. Yeah, it is that time of the year in the South. Not a lot of people recognize that the South does have its own tornado season over the winter and the early spring, and that's exactly what's happening here. Again, and I actually think this season will be very significant for the Deep South, unlike last year's. Last year's things were pretty tame, but the fact that we're already getting significant severe threats in December makes me think that we could have a big-time season on our hands. And again, in general, due to our La Nina pattern, temps are going to be above average as well in the Deep South, so it's unfortunate. So our little cell here is just now moving over the Dawson area. It's interesting. It's almost trying to take a supercellular shape already. It looks like it may even be trying to rotate there near Hubbard. So we're actually going to have to watch this. This could be potentially trying to produce a tornado here as it pushes northeastward. So yeah, I hope everybody did have a Merry Christmas. Again, mine was pretty good. Whether you celebrate it or not, I just hope you had an amazing day yesterday. Again, we threw out a little fun video for you guys, a documentary of the historic Christmas 2012. So Ryan Hall actually just posted a video 1 minute ago, so he probably specifies whether or not he's going to go live today in that. Obviously, I can't play it on stream, but he did just throw that out there. So everybody go check out that video after the stream if you want to know if he's going to go live today. Bro, people are still saying unmod James Bettis. That's crazy. That's insane. He hasn't been on a stream in like 3 months. Am I a Sigma? Let's go. I get the Levi stamp of approval. No, but seriously, though, again, this supercell does look like it could become tornadic over the next few minutes, so we gotta watch this. It's trying to rotate as it rides Highway 31 here. What's up, Mr. Storm? Again, we could be talking about a couple of tornadoes before the peak timing of 12 to 7 p.m., but if we were, again, it would all be up here in the Dallas-Fort Worth region. Oh, yeah, tornado outbreak possible for sure. 100%. I'm not saying 100% it will happen, but I will say 100% it's possible. Alright, see you in a minute, Avery. But yeah, as we were talking about that, Ryan Hall literally posted a video 1 minute ago, so, I guess he could hear us saying his name. But yeah, you guys loved the video that we did yesterday, so I appreciate that. Again, I thought it was a pretty good video. I put it together in probably an hour and a half, which doesn't sound like I spent a long time on it. But remember, it is only a 5-minute long video, so an hour and a half for a 5-minute video is pretty crazy. Alrighty. So the severe thunderstorm warning has just been condensed. Severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 11:15 a.m. CST for central Ellis and western Navarro counties. Excuse me. Still a quarter-sized hail threat and wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour. How's Lufkin, Texas looking? Let's check it out. I don't know why I had to search it up. I know where Lufkin is. So Lufkin is included in our enhanced risk today. So that's the area where we think a strong tornado or two is going to be possible. But here's what I will say. If we are going to see a strong tornado or two today, I really think it'll be south of Lufkin. Look at how messy the storm mode is up by Lufkin. By 4 p.m., look at how messy that is. There's no discrete cells. I think you could see severe weather in Lufkin, but I don't think the tornado threat will be that high. So that's the good news. If I were drawing this enhanced risk, I would actually push it. I'd extend it to the south and condense it to the north. I'd do something kind of like this, I think. So again, I would say areas to watch would be Galveston Bay, Houston, Beaumont, the Woodlands, back southeast to College Station. Again, if the cells go far enough west, maybe College Station, but yeah, again, we're going to have a long day of coverage ahead of us. Now, whether this is just going to be one massive stream or a few little streams, I really couldn't tell you. As of right now, I don't entirely know what the plan is. Yeah, the tornado watch actually will probably include Lufkin. That's what the Storm Prediction Center is hinting at right now, anyway. It has the mesoscale going all the way from Nacogdoches back towards Hallettsville. So again, if you're not aware with what that means there's an 80% chance of a tornado watch being issued for this area today, which is not something that the SPC throws out a lot. So, gotta take it seriously. You'll have to talk to Levi about that. He was really good about it. I could do it, but it would take me a minute. I have to exit out of everything and explain, so. Sorry to just throw you on the spot there, Levi, but. Yeah, we do have some supercells firing near Houston right now, just east of the metro. Again, a lot of these are not discrete, though. It's a messy storm mode. The environmental features have not necessarily peaked yet at all, so. Yeah, NATOcast, I don't know what NATOcast is doing. Usually they do not overshoot for an event this much. I guess it's not taking into account the amount of time that this system has to operate. Because, again, it's going to be a short-lived, massive tornado threat, you know? Just preoccupied with Fortnite. Yeah, I went to bed at about 1 o'clock last night, but here we are. I woke up about 45 minutes ago. I was watching some YouTube, and then I saw there's a 10% hatched. So. Again, our marginal risk today, if you're in the marginal risk, I'd really just be looking out for wind and flooding. Again, our little supercell here near Corsicana is looking quite worrying. And it's not massively discrete, but it is developing a hook echo. Yeah, Dawson, Texas is included, or severe thunderstorm warning here. What's up, Ghosty Boy? And we will have to watch this. Again, there was always the potential for an isolated tornado early this morning across somewhere in the DFW Metroplex. So we'll just have to see what happens. You're going live when the first tornado warning is issued. That'll probably be after 11:30. I'd be surprised if we got a tornado warning in the next 45 minutes. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's probably like a 25% chance. Again, though, there's definitely been times where I've said stuff like that, and then it happens, so we'll see. I haven't really looked at our storm northeast of College Station here just yet. Not a great radar view of it, so again, Madisonville, look out for that. Some heavy thunderstorms over your area, pea-sized hail, cloud to ground lightning, quite a bit of it with that storm actually, but oh, gotcha. In Easter time, the peak threat will likely occur about 3 to 5. And I'd say 2 to 4 p.m. Central, so 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern. Maybe a little after that. And it's mostly an afternoon time threat, though, so. Yeah, the supercell does look pretty impressive, honestly, which is not something you ever want to hear. I don't know what this feature is that's happening. This happened with our high-end EF3 last year on March 31st that went through Robinson, Illinois. And that kind of stopped it from producing for a little bit, so we'll see. Again, we definitely could see a tornado occur with this. Again, it looks like that little notch in the storm is actually going to increase the wind threat on it. Velocities are rising there. Is it just a merger? Yeah, I guess it is, because it's kind of been building over the last few scans. No, there's no way we have a tornado on the ground yet. Well, yeah, but just because it lines up doesn't mean it's a CC drop. With velocities that weak, we're not going to see a CC drop that big. It's not a hail spike. There's no way we have a hail spike with this storm yet. Yeah, I mean, I know what a merger does. I just was not sure what that was. I didn't know if that was a merger or not. But now that I look at the past few scans before and see it was kind of building up there, it's pretty obvious. But yes, that is correct. A merger can either help or hurt a storm. Again, this cell will likely go just off to the west of downtown Corsicana for the most part. A little supercell developing near Jacksonville, Texas. It's kind of been building over the last couple of scans. So the big old tall thunderstorm echo tops maxing out at about 43,000 feet. What's up, DMB Gorilla? Again, if you're just not tuning in, we're watching a supercell that's trying to become tornadic near Corsicana, Texas. I'd say overall this merger is actually kind of limiting the tornado threat there. So, yeah, guys, there's no tornado on the ground with this yet. Yeah, base velocity is not something that you look at whenever you're trying to figure out if there's rotation, really. Usually you'll want to look at the high-res velocity. Alrighty. Just waiting for this next scan here. It should come in any second. See what this supercell is really doing. So again, Barry, Blooming Grove, you're about to get smacked with some hail here, so again, make sure you're moving indoors. Quite a bit of lightning with this one as well, it looks like, so yeah, we gotta look out for that. Is that random Texan guy? We need to see what's going on with our little merger here. Yeah, again, the merger here limited the tornado threat significantly. Again, still some big hail over Blooming Grove, but this cell's tornado potential is done, I would say. How did I sleep? Good, I guess. Is the storm just south of Normandy going to miss me? I'm in Normandy, Texas. I always forget that where that's at. I mean, you are just outside of our special weather statement, but obviously it's not a great way to look at it. That will likely hit you with some rain over the next couple minutes. Big old punch heavy rain, some lightning. Nothing to be too worried about, though. Again, really, this storm does not deserve a special weather statement, in my opinion. Alright. So again, we should see a new scan here any second for a Corsicana storm. Did I get any new computer stuff for Christmas? Not really. I had a phone though, so that's nice. Alright, so they have just went ahead and issued a flash flood warning for downtown Fort Worth. So, again, at this point, literally all of the DFW Metroplex here is under a flash flood warning. So, again, if you're in this area, just stay inside. Again, very heavy thunderstorms. We're talking about more building up as well, so that is going to increase the amount of rain you've seen. Again, overall, very significant flooding event potential here, especially since you've already seen too much rain over the past several days. So, alrighty. Well, the threat doesn't peak until, like, 4 p.m. Eastern, so you've got time. And I think we're going to continue to see the supercell slowly lose its tornado threat here as it approaches Rice. It's pretty much already gone, but it got us worried there for a short while. Not worried, but we were watching it. Tornado risk for Houston, honestly, again, I think the greatest risk will probably be just to your east, but again, in the early afternoon, a couple of tornadoes possible in Houston. If we just play this out, well, we're getting a new run in the HRRR, so we'll look at 15Z. If we play this out here, we can see that we're like, gosh, dude. We're likely going to see a peak timing for a tornado threat, say, between noon and 4 p.m. Again, maybe an isolated tornado or two, but nothing crazy. But yeah, just look out. Know where to take shelter. Yeah, I was literally talking last night in this storm, and we were like, he was like, do you think it'll go enhanced? And I said, if it does, it will honestly probably be a 10% hatch tour instead of a wind threat. And that's what happened. So there we go. We got the W call out. Not gonna lie, I thought you just said EpiPen. What's up, Jerry? You got NASCAR tickets for Christmas. Sweet. That's pretty awesome. Anything bad for Norman G? Again, right now, this storm will likely kill this environment, this region of the environment for a little while, so you're probably going to be good for the next couple of hours after this little storm passes. But just look out for more rain throughout the day. Again, the tornado threat's not going to be super high, though. Maybe some isolated severe wind and hail, but nothing crazy. We've got a little storm here already starting to take a little baby supercell shape near Rockdale, Texas. That's kind of funny. That is like a perfect photogenic supercell, except for it's tiny. Look at that. You've got your RFD surge. Excuse me. your rear flank downdraft, your hook echo. I would honestly watch that sail. It is something to watch. I don't think it's going to produce a tornado or anything, but I think it will go severe at some point if it continues to strengthen that fast. Yeah, again, let me know where everybody's watching from, so we know what areas to cover today. Again, we're mostly going to be focused on southeast Texas whenever we get to the afternoon time hours, but... Sorry, just kind of zoned out there for a second. Getting a little tired this morning. Watching from North Island, New Zealand. It's always cool to see international viewers. So again, our cell here will continue to lose its tornado threat. It's really gone at this point, but... And even the hail threat's kind of decreasing with this. We'll likely see them drop this severe warning whenever this one expires. Likely not going to get reissued there, in my opinion. Got a little storm near Rockdale. It's funny. It looks like a perfect supercell, but it's tiny. It's just got that shape. And you got the hook, the RFD surge, creating that rear flank downdraft. It's not actually what it is, but it's what it looks like. You think this will overperform? There's a good chance. Again, I said this earlier, but the floor for this ceiling is not super low. There's certain things that will happen, but the ceiling for this event could be quite high. So, again, I think worst case scenario, we see a couple of strong tornadoes rip through the Houston region. But, again, that is at the ceiling for this event. I would like to believe that we could scrape by today without any tornado warnings, but that's not going to happen. Alright, so our severe warning here expires in 11 minutes. Again, there's no other cells that I think in the near future will ever become, or not ever, but in the near future will become severe. Again, the Rockdale storm is catching my eye, though. I will say that much. It's 6:04 a.m. on the 27th there. Yeah, right now Central Time it's 11:04 a.m. Thursday, December 26th. And we are watching a severe thunderstorm roll through Corsicana, Texas with intense lightning, a lot of hail, and previously a tornado threat. Okay, we've got a new HRRR run coming in here, so we'll see what happens with the tornado threat. Again, it all depends on if these storms are as discreet as we think they're going to be or not. Again, I think we will get a tornado watch issued here within probably the next hour or so for Southeast Texas. And I really doubt they're going to issue a severe watch for North Texas. That was only ever a 20% chance, according to the SPC. We've only seen one severe storm, so... yeah, it's going to be a very long day. I'll say that much. Again, I think at this point it's pretty clear to me that this is just going to be a few little streams. Not little streams, but a few streams rather than one massive stream. Yeah, you're fine, Sam. I would rather have you paying attention to the funeral than the stream. And at this point, we've got flash flood warnings up for all of the DFW Metroplex here. So, turn around, don't drown whenever encountering flooded roadways. Yeah, we've already seen several inches of rain in some spots in the northwestern DFW suburbs here. Over Witt, Texas, we've had a little over 3 inches of rain, probably closer to 3.5 inches now, honestly. Again, downtown DFW, not quite as high, but we've got more strong thunderstorms with a ton of heavy rain moving over those areas, so... Corsicana here, well, Eureka and just lightning so far. Where's Eureka? Eureka, Texas. Yeah, so you're gonna miss the supercell here. Luckily, you're far off to the southeast of this thing. And it's not to say you won't get storms later, but for right now, you're fine. Again, the big supercell here is far off to your northwest. So just enjoy the light show, honestly. I would go outside and enjoy all that lightning from a distance. Again, you're not actually close enough to the storm where it would be dangerous to do that. So again, just go enjoy the light show, honestly. It's not too typical to see that in late December in North Texas. Alrighty. I say that a lot, don't I? I say alrighty. Oh, yeah, I almost said it again. Guys, the first week of January is going to be a massive pattern flip. I just want to throw that out there right now. This is currently the GFS run that's coming in. This is what the GFS is saying. I think it's pretty easy to believe that this is going to be a massive pattern flip whenever we go from severe weather in the deep south to the 540 line going into the Gulf of Mexico. If you're not aware with what that means, it means it's about to get cold. Very cold for a good chunk of the country. It is going to be brutal, especially for, I'd say, kind of the Ohio Valley and Northeast. It is going to be bad. I'm good at weather. I appreciate that. See you, Sam. We'll say a line of storms developing near Victoria, Texas could potentially promote a damaging wind threat here if it further develops as it approaches Houston. So we'll see what happens with that. And it's looking like the storm mode may be pretty messy, and that's a good thing. That means that would limit the tornado threat significantly because we don't have discrete supercells. It is such an iffy... Like, maybe this will be massive, maybe it'll be just what we expect. We just got a... Okay, so we did not get a new severe thunderstorm warning, so that means that we got a tornado watch, most likely. Everybody keep a absolute hawkeye out on that tornado watch. That will... Oh, nope, we did get a new severe thunderstorm warning. So, new severe thunderstorm warning northwest of Beaumont, Texas for quarter-sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. That's for Sour Lake, Bevel Oaks, and Lumberton. If you're in this area, make sure you're moving indoors immediately. First severe thunderstorm warning of the day and our enhanced risk. Again, this area actually could promote a pretty decent tornado threat. So, we may have to watch this quite closely here over the next little while. Messy storm mode, though, so we'll have to wait and see if that becomes more discreet or not. I don't know why they decided to issue the severe warning now. Maybe because it is becoming more discreet, but yeah. We don't have a great radar view of it, just because of how messy the storm mode is, honestly, but we're a little ways from the Lake Charles radar as well, so yes, I do. You know, everybody, I've got a fun thing we can add to this stream. I will be right back in probably 45 seconds. I will throw BRB on the screen, though, so that people tune in and they don't know what's going on. So be right back. I'm back. Yeah, this siren I just have on for tornado warnings, and then I have the chime on for severe warnings. Just getting that new severe warnings for Hardin and Jefferson counties. This microphone is not sitting very well. This is the fun thing that we added to the stream, though. Look at that. It's me. It's a shirt with me on it. I'm riding a scooter. I like to ride my scooter quite a bit. I have a trombone. I play trombone. I'm wearing a YouTube shirt, Pokemon hat, glasses, blonde hair, and I'm holding a chicken wing. I think that's just because I like to eat chicken wings. That's fire. Let's go. Should I keep this on for the rest of the stream? This is the first time I've ever worn this. You play violin? That's pretty cool. Alright, so the severe thunderstorm warning has not expired. It has been removed for North Texas, like we were saying, so getting down to one severe warning now. That's exactly what I have, Mr. Twister. Mine is blue as well. And it's a razor. Yeah, we will see a tornado watch get issued very shortly. Probably by the end of this stream. Well, currently it doesn't have a tornado threat because it's not discrete at all. It's literally attached to another storm, and it has been for a while, but it's finally becoming a more discrete supercell here. I think that's why the NWS went ahead and threw out that severe warning. I've had mine since like 2016 as well, actually. I think that was the exact year I got it, Christmas 2016. It's crazy. Went silent for a few seconds. Don't know why. So again, for anybody watching from downtown Beaumont, this is not a threat to you. Again, this is a northwestern outer suburbs of Beaumont issue here. Moving through Sour Lake. Getting Bevel Oaks. Not sure why they went ahead and severe warned this for 60-mile-an-hour winds. I definitely don't believe that, but the quarter-sized hail I could understand. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the ankle cutting is brutal. I've also just fallen off of it many times in general. I went through phases of my life where I enjoy riding in, then I don't. I enjoy riding in, then I don't. But right now I'm in a little bit of a don't phase, but that's just because it's so cold outside. I can't really do it. $50 light goal? Let's do it. I think we could easily hit that. We're already at what, 31? Why did nobody tell me my hair was this messy? Holy crap. I guess I should have expected that because I just woke up, but I did not realize it was that bad. Look like I'm homeless. Look like I haven't showered in days. Oh, so we just got a new mesoscale discussion. There's a 95% chance, that there will be a severe thunderstorm watch issued for northeast Texas, southeast Oklahoma, southwest Arkansas, and northwest Louisiana within the next couple of hours here. Again, the greater threat comes to the south, obviously, for tornadoes, but damaging winds will be a big thing up here in northeast Texas, as we have been saying. Yeah, mine is I've had dirty blonde hair my entire life, pretty much. It used to be very blonde, actually. It's crazy that I believe only like 2% or 1% of the population is actually naturally blonde. That's insane to me. Is your live stream clickbait? I don't know, because I've not seen your live stream. And everybody make sure to like the stream. We're trying to hit 50 likes this stream, as suggested by the man, the myth, the legend, Levi WX. Again, a big day of coverage coming up. Again, it's looking very likely at this point that it's going to be multiple, like, decently length streams rather than one massive stream. Again, we literally could have set a record for longest time streamed on this channel today, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think we're going to do multiple decent length streams. And if you're just not tuning in, we are expecting a tornado outbreak to occur today across portions of southeastern Texas, with strong tornadoes being a possibility, damaging winds up to 70 miles an hour possible later tonight, and large hail as well. This is not just a threat for southeast Texas. We're also watching pretty much everybody in the deep south in general for this threat, so again, we are looking out for you today. We're going to have multiple streams out covering this whenever we actually need to be live here. We're going to. My longest stream is like 4.5 hours. I think it was for the Chicago Durate show, if I'm correct. I don't think I've beaten it since then. Let's update the warning counter here. Oh, already did earlier. Fun. This storm is moving very quickly, by the way. It's saying it's moving northeast at 35. I would bet it's a little faster than that, probably closer to 50. The Chicago Durate show was wild. We had dozens of tornadoes in Chicago suburbs that day. That was insane. That was the one that hit you. What is that noise? We also had a big tornado in Iowa that day, I remember, and there we go. I don't even know why they threw out the mesoscale if they were just going to issue the severe watch that quickly, but there we go. A severe thunderstorm watch has just been issued for portions of northeast Texas, southwest Arkansas, and northwestern Louisiana here. If we go and pull this up on your screen, we can see the primary threats with this include scattered damaging wind gusts up to 70 miles per hour being a possibility, scattered hail up to ping pong ball size being a possibility, and a tornado or two is possible in this area. But again, the greater threat for tornadoes comes far to the south. So again, severe thunderstorm watch, that is for Tyler, Texas, Shreveport, Louisiana, that goes to Texarkana, Longview, Texas, Mount Pleasant, Texas. So again, that is the first watch of the day. Sorry, give me just a sec. Again, for anybody just now tuning in, we are watching a severe thunderstorm move through the Beaumont, Texas area here, just northwest of town. This is moving towards Counce, Silsbee, and Lumberton with some 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail. Again, the tornado threat looks relatively low with this storm, but several others today will have a much greater tornado threat, especially further to the southwest. Alrighty. See if I can get a more detailed graphic up for you guys here of that new severe watch. Okay. So here's the graphic for that brand new severe thunderstorm watch. Again, a couple tornadoes possible, scattered hail up to ping pong ball size possible, scattered gusts up to 70 miles an hour possible. Over 1.5 million people are included in this watch. So, again, look out. This includes everywhere from Corsicana back up towards Texarkana. A lot of Annas. So again, we've been live for over an hour now. We are watching these cells because, again, I don't want there to be a tornado warning as soon as I end stream. We will end stream whenever we are certain that there are no cells left that have the possibility in the near future to produce a tornado, and then we'll come back later whenever that changes. Yeah, we've been live for only an hour, and we've had over 270 people tune in, so I appreciate that a lot, guys. Again, if you're just not tuning in, make sure to like and subscribe. We do this kind of stuff every day for areas all across the country, and the next several days look very active. Today, we've got ourselves a strong tornado threat across southeast Texas, but Saturday, we've got ourselves a tornado threat across parts of Mississippi. We are all over the place this week in the deep south for the most part, though, so we've got ourselves a lot of stuff to watch. Got a lot of cells out to the west here producing a lot of lightning, and that may make you think that they're intensifying with the tornado threat, but no, just a lot of wind. Again, we're seeing a lot of these little supercells here develop into a line, so we honestly could see this promote a big-time damaging wind threat through the western Houston suburbs here in the next several minutes. And we will see this tornado watch get issued within the next half hour, I'd say, for southeast Texas here. Might honestly happen before we end stream. You might be live around 6. I think the tornado threat will mostly be diminished by 6, but there definitely will still be a massive wind threat across the Arklatex region, so, yeah. I don't know if you're talking 6 Eastern or 6 Central, but either way, same scenario. Again, maybe if you're talking 6 Eastern, a little greater tornado threat, but anywhere. Chat, what should I have for lunch after I end this stream? I'm not going to end the stream quite yet. We will in a little bit, but what should I have for lunch? Kind of thinking some pizza rolls sounded good, low-key. It's been a minute since I've had pizza rolls. Over the summer, I would just eat pizza rolls every day for lunch, and that was incredibly healthy. Pizza. I could just whip up a frozen pizza. I don't know, though. I'm not going to eat a whole frozen pizza by myself, and I don't really want to make a Totino's. I don't feel like Totino's today. By the way, our super cellar that had a severe warning does have reports of half-dollar-sized hail and quarter-sized hail coming in now from the Hubbard and M House areas. So, again, the hail threat with that storm was quite high. Yeah, everybody freaks out over that. I literally just get mine ranch and buffalo sauce. It was good, but it was not anything fire. I don't even know why I did that video. That's so weird. You eat pizza rolls in the air fryer. Actually, my mom just got an air fryer for Christmas. Are we going somewhere with this chip? It's not a bad idea. Obviously, we have a pizzazz, and that's kind of made for doing stuff like pizza rolls, so I always do that. But maybe some chicken nuggets. I've eaten a lot of chicken nuggets recently, though. What else could I do? I don't think I could have a hot dog. I don't think we have any hot dogs. There are pigs in a blanket. I don't really want those, though. They're good, but I had them last night, you know. Those are really good, though. It's crazy, though. The pizza roll video got over 200 views. Yeah, a pepperoni pizza Hot Pocket. We don't have any Hot Pockets, unfortunately. I don't think a hot dog is a sandwich. I think for a sandwich, you have to have 2 pieces of bread. I don't know, because I don't have radar scope on desktop, because I'm not a trader. I'm kidding. I don't have it on desktop, though, so I won't know. This storm is moving way faster than 35 miles an hour, by the way. This is moving, like, 50 at a minimum. Again, it's not very strong. It did not really strengthen a whole lot after it detached from our other storms. So that's good. And I think at this point this will be left unwarned after this severe warning gets removed here. Severe warning will definitely get removed. It won't just expire, because this is in effect for another 30 minutes, and the storm's already left the polygon pretty much. And this is near Counts at the moment in Lumberton. Yeah, I agree. Hot dog is not a sandwich. Okay, so they just condensed the severe warning. Yeah, now that's a little better. Moving north at 45 miles an hour. This is moving way faster than 35. I would push it up to 50 still, but not a big difference. We can sit here and nitpick, but it's not really worth it. We did just get a special weather statement for a storm southeast of Waco, near Robinson, Texas. It's a few storms kind of congealed into one here. It's promoting a small hail and gusty wind threat, warned for nickel-sized hail. Has the tornado watch been issued? Is it actually out? I don't see it. It's not out on Mega. It's still out on the SPC website. It's not out on X. Let me actually check Storm Shield. It's a really random thing to do, but they always load the alert super fast. And of course, I don't have it downloaded, so that's fun. Welcome back, Avery. Did the tornado watch actually get issued, though? Because I don't see it anywhere. By the way, guys, we will have a stream tomorrow, but it's not going to be anything nearly like what today's event is going to be. It's just going to be the leftovers of today's event, maybe an isolated damaging wind or large hailstone. I do not see the tornado watch on anything, so I don't know where you're getting that from, but yeah, I don't see the watch anywhere. Maybe a sign that they're going to issue it soon, though, and that's just a glitch or something. Again, the outlook from the SPC today, the description is menacing. Several tornadoes, including a strong, potentially EF2 plus tornado or two, will be possible this afternoon/evening across southeast Texas. Damaging gusts of 60 to 75 miles or 70 miles an hour and large hail of quarter to golf ball size and diameter will also be possible from East Texas this afternoon into Louisiana, southern Arkansas, and far west central Mississippi overnight. So, that's what the SPC has said. And we could read the full description, but that would take 3 hours. Even on days where there's like a tiny general thunder risk on the West Coast, they will write like a 13-paragraph description. I don't see the tour watch yet on anything. Why don't we just get 2 scans? There's a glitch. Okay. Did they actually issue it, though? They did. Holy crap. 3 seconds ago. Okay. So, a tornado watch has been issued for parts of Louisiana and Texas until 7 p.m. Central. This includes almost 9 million people. A few tornadoes likely. Scattered hail up to 2-inch size possible. Scattered gusts up to 70 miles per hour possible. It's a pretty menacing tornado watch. That's in effect until 7 p.m. tonight, so watch out, guys. So again, if you're just not tuning in, Tornado Watch just issued for Houston, Texas, and many areas outside of that as well. College Station, through the Woodlands, back up towards Liberty, Texas City, Galveston Beach is included in this. Again, Tornado Watch just issued, in effect till 7 p.m. The voice cracks are terrible today. So again, stuff's about to go down. A few tornadoes likely. They don't throw those words out there for fun. Is it a 70-40 watch? Wow. Yeah, that's not good. We have not seen something like this for a long time in terms of this tornado watch level. It's not good. Not good at all. Alright, so the severe thunderstorm warning has been canceled for Counts, Texas, as we expected, so I'm going to end off the stream here. If you guys did enjoy, please be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you all for tuning in. Again, we will be live later this afternoon for the big event with all the strong tornadoes, the damaging winds, the large hail, everything. So come back later. Again, make sure you have notifications on for this channel. I will go ahead and schedule a stream up right after we end this one so that you guys kind of know whenever we're thinking we'll get started. Right now I'm thinking about probably like 3 p.m., but again, it'll just be whenever things kick off. So, again, thank you all for tuning into this stream. I am thinking that this will be a pretty big day for severe weather, so we certainly will be back later. Again, Tornado Watch just issued. One last little recap here before we hop off stream. Tornado Watch just issued for Southeast Texas, West Central Louisiana here. A couple strong tornadoes possible. Pretty big stuff, so again, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you guys for the support of this stream. We had a lot of people tune in. We had almost 50 likes. So I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. And I will see you all in the next one. Peace.